This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to Dynamic Banter. It took a lot of work to get this episode up and running, so I hope it's going to be a good one.
It feels like...
The first time?
No. Don't
Every
do
Monday
that.
on HeadGum?
Don't do that. Do I bring other podcasts into this podcast?
I mean, you
environment?
have. Guys, today is very special because we have... What's going on over there?
It's a mess.
We have a very special guest on today's podcast, and if you are reading... If you looked at the title of it, you probably already know who it is.
If you read the description, looked at the title.
It's Mike Falzone!
Mike Falzone's here, as always,
Great to be
with
here.
my co-host Tony Revolori.
Hi, good to be back.
Thanks for coming today, Tony.
No,
Of
Tony
course.
Revolori's here, and I'm very excited about it because this is your first time doing the Dynamic Banter podcast.
Very true. Very true. In your huge studio, which is awesome.
Isn't it amazing? I paid $17,000 for this space.
It's
That's
gorgeous.
It's Van Nuys, California. And what I like to say is it's very nice, California.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
If you pay attention to today's conversation, is it safe to say that this is also the first Dynamic Banter podcast you've listened to?
Well,
No, that's okay.
It's
I
way
expect
okay.
that from everyone I meet.
yeah.
If we're being realistic, I expect that, realistically, everyone I meet has never listened to this
Well,
podcast.
we had Malcolm Barrett on the podcast, my only black
yeah.
friend. And
Yeah.
he...
That's how he introduces
That's how you
himself.
do it. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Because William Haynes isn't black. But he... when he came onto the podcast, he was like, what is this? Like, he kept asking what it was
Yeah.
But
the
it was
whole
like,
time.
what is this, guys?
Yeah, that's... What, is Malcolm here?
For the people not watching.
There
There he goes.
So Tony was just in a little film, a little indie film called Spider-Man Homecoming.
Man, I hope people see it.
Triple X.
I'm really hoping people see it.
I hope so, too.
It's looking
It's a movie that deserves to be seen.
yeah, it's on a few screens right now in
Yeah.
LA and New York, and that's
Couple.
it.
Yeah.
50-person theaters,
50-person theaters.
Little community
Little
jobs.
small theaters.
Our premiere was barely at the, Cinedome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's was the Cinedome, the one with all the rats that they had to close down last year?
The Cinedome is where you go, and then they put cinnamon on your popcorn, and it's delicious.
Oh,
Is it really?
No, I don't know what that is.
See, the Cinedome for me is I went recently because I was drunk and I thought it would be funny. I was like, what if I go like the ArcLight people who go to and introduce films? What if it's me who walks out and introduces?
yeah.
Like
Your
5
own
margaritas
movie?
in. Huh?
Your own
Yeah, my
movie?
own movie.
All right.
I
Super
love that.
cute.
Don't you love that,
That's
Mike?
good. I would flip out.
I would
Now-
totally flip out.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. So we're trying to get to I think it was 9 o'clock showing or something, and we missed it.
Yeah.
We missed the introduction just by a minute. So we're like, 15 minutes to the next one. Okay, cool. And it's at the bigger theater. Great. And it's at the Cinedome, the ArcLight Dome
Yeah,
screen.
the Cinerama Dome.
Cinerama Dome.
Yeah.
And, filled, 700 seats.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be like a thing.
Yeah.
I need to sober up for this thing because I'm too drunk for this. And I'm like, no, this is too douchey. I can't do this. And my friends were with me who were equally drunk. He's like, no, you got to do it. So then people pour in and pour in. Some people kind of like slightly recognize me, and I see some super fans dressed as it. And I'm like, oh my God, this might be really fun. But then there's a guy in the front of the theater screaming his lungs out saying,
Oh, yeah.
where the fuck is my laptop? Where the hell is it? You guys are all colluding with me. And either he was on some sort of drug or off his drugs or mentally ill, but he was not like, and then at the end of it, he started walking around the whole entire theater and they couldn't get him out, and they called the cops, and the cops did not show up for a good hour and a half.
Because it's Hollywood. They're tending to some other terrible shit.
Well, this guy
Exactly.
just lost his laptop.
Right. He lost his
Not
laptop.
that big a deal.
Not that big a deal, yeah.
But no, but then he was like, y'all should take me serious because I'm a registered sex offender.
Oh, he said that out loud?
He said that out loud to a lady who was arguing with him. He was like, I'm a registered sex offender. Don't fuck with me.
Hold
Don't
on a
fuck
second.
with me.
It's
Right.
almost, it's like how people say, like, something that you'd be proud
Yes,
of.
I was just gonna say that. It's like,
I'm a
excuse-
veteran, goddammit.
It's
That's
like,
exactly
it's
how
like
he
if
was
you're on a
saying it.
plane and someone's ill and they're like, "Is there a sex offender here?
Yeah.
We need someone. Is
always-
anyone a sex offender?"
are no
I'm a sex
doctors.
offender.
Yeah, we need
I'm
you.
a
Get
sex
over
offender.
here.
Save this woman.
Or like you went to a fancy restaurant and demanded the perfect table, the nice table, and
Yeah.
was like, "Do you know who I am, sir? I am a sex offender."
offender.
Yeah.
I-
Or if the steak is really good, they're like, my compliments to the sex offender.
Wow, he yelled out.
He yelled that out, but then it got worse. Then he was like, "Oh, I got an AK-47 at home.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
come back and shoot up the theater." And that's when they were
Okay,
like,
that
"Okay,
was that.
everyone gets
Yeah.
out." And we were in my slightly drunken mind, I was like, "I'm gonna walk out the door and go home."
Oh, man.
I would love for you to be like, did they evacuate the
Yeah,
theater?
they evacuated
I would
the
love
theater.
for you to be like, as they were evacuating the theater, you're just standing there going like, "Hey guys, I'm Tony Revolori. I'm from Spider-Man Homecoming. The movie you're evacuating. And then next time you come back, I hope you enjoy it." Like you're just saying that to people as they scare, like they're terrified.
No, I did the more stupid thing. It's like, "Hope you enjoyed the film. Hope you enjoyed the film." As people were walking out of and some of them recognized me and they were like,
Do we choose between potentially dying in a movie theater or taking a selfie with Tony Revolori?
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'd choose the selfie every time.
Well, it's like, when are you going to get
"That's
the
why
chance?
you're dead."
Well, yeah, that's why I'm currently dead, coming
Yeah.
to you live from the other realm.
Dude, that's tough to start the podcast with a story.
It's a big
like that.
story, yeah.
Because it's like, where do we go from
It goes
here?
downhill from there for sure.
Well, at
Oh,
least,
I know what we can go to. Your blood work.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
anymore.
Mike,
Well,
you
I
got
found
a
out
little
that I was bitten by a spider,
Wait.
Are you radioactive?
and now I can climb.
You can
Tried it
climb
with
now.
the
You're
sofa.
now you're like you can mountain climb
I
now.
climb the sofa faster than I normally have, I think. When I got home from the doctor, I got
magically
on the
have
sofa. No, but I did sit in a way that gave me creases in my stomach. So when I straightened out again, it looked like I maybe had a 6 to 8 pack
Nice.
situation.
I wanna ask this question before I forget it, and then
Yeah.
this is gonna be like the only kind of like Spider-Man Homecoming thing I really ask. I think
Okay.
because this is just something I'm curious about.
Spoiler alert.
So for those that have not seen the movie, I don't. You're right, Tony.
Sorry. Who hasn't seen
Well, you're
the
like
film?
someone hasn't
Go
seen
fucking
it.
see
Yeah.
the movie.
If you haven't seen the movie,
Christ.
first of all, that's fucking ridiculous.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting right here.
Mike, I tried to get you to go with me and William Haynes, and
You're
you were
100% right.
a busy boy.
I've been a busy
Will
boy.
and
I'm
I
sorry.
saw it together, and we held hands.
Were you doing
the
other
entire movie.
podcasts?
Yes. I was doing, yes.
Fly,
Did I bring something up?
Flymamic
Shit, I'm
Banter
I was just going to say, I was on your podcast. I was filling in
on
for Steve
Tony's
my-
My podcast. Right.
Tony, why? Okay, so maybe I'm just being dumb here.
No, baby.
Why is it called Homecoming? Is there double meanings, or is it just because there is a homecoming dance in the movie?
Double meaning? You know,
Okay,
it's like
what are
it's
the
homecoming
meanings?
because, first off, it's Spider-Man coming back to the Marvel universe.
Okay, so that's the big
That's the
one.
big homecoming thing. Then we have a homecoming in actual
That's cool.
the thing, and then also there's a comic book, Spider-Man Homecoming, which was after
okay.
Secret Wars, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Where Spider-Man came back from fighting Secret Wars, and that's when he originally got his Venom symbiote.
Yeah.
But we don't
It's
harken
loosely
to anything.
based off
No,
of that.
we don't even
Oh,
touch
okay,
upon
okay,
that.
okay.
We just kind of stole its name.
Okay.
So that way we can
It
the comic book
associates
nerds
itself
have
with
a lot of different outlets to choose.
I love that.
Which to take from.
a lot of little Easter eggs.
A lot of little Easter eggs. Yeah.
And so do you know if this is too political within the studio system? You don't have to answer this, but do you know at all if Spider-Man is sticking around with Sony and they're just going to loan it to Marvel, or what's happening?
Sticking around.
Or did Marvel fully buy it?
True.
Sticking a spider around.
Dig in it.
Because of the webs.
Because yeah.
Sticky Webs. Sticky Webs is my favorite vaudeville performer.
From what I've heard, which is nothing. I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I've like asked and inquired
Yeah.
because it's my job.
I feel like
security as
Sony
well.
wouldn't let go of that.
I have no idea, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I don't know either.
I have no idea how it's gonna work. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like Kevin Feige at Marvel and Amy Pascal and Sony have a wonderful working relationship. So
That's good.
It looks great as of right now. But
Cool.
We'll see what happens.
So it
So
seems
you're-
like.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Your character in the movie. What was that? What was that? What's your character? I didn't see the movie, and I apologize because I should have. You should have told me that he was going to be on it.
Well, I
hadn't
told
seen the
you
movie.
hours ago.
Yeah,
You
but
had
I
at
couldn't
least
see
2
the
hours to
movie.
go see the movie.
But that means I had to stop whatever I was doing, which was being at the doctor. It's very important. And I had to stop going to the doctor and go directly to the movie and then come here.
well,
You
I
know wasn't
actually
gonna do that.
let me tell you this bit of information. I went to see the film. Tony had like a little friends viewing of the film, and I actually filmed the entire movie on my phone. So if you want to watch it right now, Mike,
I would love
while
that.
we're doing the podcast, just kidding. I didn't.
Do you
that.
have any problem with this being a 4-hour-long podcast?
I don't.
Because we should see it twice to really get a
yeah.
Yeah.
really get our opinions
Will
formulated.
you just do a
Then it'll be
commentary?
5-hour
Yeah.
podcast.
We'll just have you do a commentary track over it.
So I understand that you were the Flash in this new movie, and
Yes.
I have a bunch of questions about that.
Hold
By
on a
all
second.
means.
Did you
Yeah.
just ask Tony if he was the Flash?
I didn't really ask him. I kind of heard that from somebody else, and then I was
well,
like,
Tony's trying to be. He's not. He's trying to be nice.
"Yeah,
It's.
he is being nice."
I know, but he just. I don't think he wanted to correct you.
Okay.
He's not playing the Flash. He's
well,
playing
not
a character.
right now, but when you were the Flash in the
No, his-
Spider-Man Homecoming movie,
No.
was it?
So, Mike, in Spider-Man: Homecoming, he plays a character named Flash.
1 second, Steve, because the Flash is one of. You know who Sam Basher is?
I do know Sam Basher.
That's like his dude. And if I told Sam that I talked to the Flash,
Okay,
like I
so-
know
Right,
you're
but
not
see-
being the Flash right now, but in the obviously in the movie, just like I'm not wrestling Fred right now. You know, I'm just
Okay,
a
but the-
comedian.
but
but I never play a character named the Flash.
yeah, he's playing Flash.
Flash
Thompson.
Thompson.
they don't call him the Flash anymore.
No, not in.
They
not in this
shortened
movie.
it to just Flash.
I mean,
Is
it
there
wasn't
another
short,
Flash
It's a different
now?
character.
It's
So
a
there's
completely
two
different
Flashes
character.
now.
Yes,
Well,
there's multiple Flashes.
there is a lot of Flashes, but unfortunately, Tony's character is not
Is the newest
related
one.
to
No.
the Flashes
of Sam Basher's
of Sam Basher's fandom.
Okay.
I am the Flash Thompson of the what is
The comic book
the
world.
comic book world.
I
The
would say
Flash,
his name is Eugene.
Eugene Thompson.
Eugene
is his real
Thompson.
name.
They call him
Flash. Is
Flash.
a nickname.
They call him Flash
They call me Flash.
His first
because
appearance.
of how fast he runs.
No.
No, it's well. There's different versions, but my favorite is because he lost his virginity to a girl, and apparently he nutted in a flash.
Sure.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's actually true.
That's amazing.
It's in a comic book, and I read it, and it was amazing.
That's so
that's-
fucking funny.
That's his origin story.
That's my origin story.
Why didn't
that's
they call
great.
him One Pump Chump?
Too many
Because
characters.
Flash is funny. Because
Flash
was
is
already
catchier.
Flash was already a nickname he had before in the other versions of the comics.
Dude.
This was just a writer trying to be cheeky.
I'm reading here on the encyclopedia.
Cheeky.
I'm right here on encyclopedia. There's a thing that says that the Thompson Flash Thompson becomes he loses his legs in the Iraq War.
Yes.
That
is very true.
And he becomes the symbiote. The symbiote binds to Flash Thompson, and he becomes Venom
That is correct in the comic books.
in the
that
comic
happens.
books. Tony, is it
Yes.
possible that your character could be primed for the Flash?
Also, you have to tell us
Could you
right
be the
now
Flash
if you got
eventually?
symbiote on you.
If I have a symbiote,
Could
You
this?
have to tell us before you sit down to do the podcast if you have Venom symbiote.
well, I mean, I've named my penis a symbiote. So
Well,
I always have it on me.
this is a little late. It's a little late.
Could the symbiote turn Flash Thompson into the Flash?
No, because that'll be a lot of studios intertwined.
That's a good point.
That's a
Yeah.
great point, I think.
But do you think
Plus,
you,
the Flash could already run away from this, right? Because how fast is the symbiote? Small.
So, guys, we have a P.O. box now. I just got a P.O. box. And if you want to send us stuff to the Dynamic Banter show or the First Time show, or if
Please
you want to
send
send
us
stuff,
fleshlights.
if you want to send us fleshlights, if you want to send Tony a fleshlight, you can
Don't
do
send me a
so.
fleshlight.
You're going to get a lot of fleshlights.
Don't send me a fleshlight.
You can send those to Steve Zaragoza,
Hey guys, how about a flashlight? Because
Flesh Thompson. You can send that to Steve Zaragoza, 4335 Van Nuys Boulevard, number 156, Sherman Oaks, California, 91403. And if you want to send us some ketchup chips or all dressed chips or cookies or toys
I
or
really wanted you to just keep
horns
saying chips.
or chips,
I don't
or
care if they're sun chips.
I'm just saying, like, the chips might be expired.
well, I will
They're gonna-
check.
someone's
I'll
gonna poison
check
them.
the mail frequently.
Chips can keep. It's everything else I'm worried
Chips
about.
keep.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Pat Benatar song.
Chips keep.
Chips keep. Stay fresh. Roll the bat and clip it up.
How much do you have to love chips to sing that
Sing about chips.
wholeheartedly?
I'm sure there's a song about chips. Don't you think there's a song about chips?
Oh, 1000%.
Like
Right?
chip- like the
chips,
television show.
television
Oh,
yeah,
the television show chips.
All dressed
Paint
cops on
chips.
motorcycles.
Maybe Chips and Chippendale?
Yeah.
Chippendale theme song?
Chips and Dale.
Chips and-
Rescue Ranger.
See, I'm just saying, I wanna make like an animated TV show called Chips and Dale, and it's about a guy Dale
Yeah.
whose best friend is a bag of potato chips and is sentient, but every episode just reaches in one more time and takes like, and by the end of the season he's thin.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dude.
Chips is just thin.
Here's something
Absolutely.
for you guys. Apparently, this is a song about potato chips by Phil Harris and his orchestra.
If there's no lyrics, this isn't worth it.
I'm a big fan.
Potato.
Potato chips, potato chips, potato chips, potato chips, smack my lips when I eat potato chips. Yes, 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 indeed.
Oh, come on.
Potato chips,
This is what plays in my head right before I'm about to put a chip in my mouth.
potato, how I love the crunch when I munch a crunchy bunch. It's all the lunch I need.
It's all the lunch I need.
That's all the lunch I need.
This guy's heart exploded right after this song.
Even love to spell it.
Or he got
Wonder
paid
where
a
they sell
shit
it.
ton of money by
Gotta have a snack
Don
of,
Draper.
got to get a sack of potato chips,
Oh my God, wait a minute.
potato chips.
The guy singing this song, Phil Harris, is the voice of Baloo the Bear from Disney's The Jungle Book.
Oh my goodness.
No way!
Yeah.
Let's bring him out.
Thanks for having me on the show.
It's a bare necessity, the simple bare. Are we allowed to sing songs?
Yeah. He can sing songs.
Oh, if we haven't been sued yet.
That's awesome. There's a song
This
about
episode.
potato chips. One of the comments on
Sung
this
by the
video,
bear.
though, is Phil Harris sang about eating potato chips and smoking cigarettes and lived to be 91 years old.
Oh man, well, egg on my face.
Also, guys, really quick, I know that I do this at the end of the show, and I don't want to dig into this time, but just in case you guys don't listen all the way to the end, I think we should announce that Dynamic Banter is doing a live event at
yeah.
San Diego Comic-Con.
You're 100% right.
That's right. We're going to be doing a live show. And Tony, you're there too, right?
I will be there.
Maybe we'll pop you in if you've got time.
Shoresies.
I'm locking you in right now, and if you're not there, everyone's going to be pissed off.
Well, let's sign the contract.
Damn it.
Here you go. You already signed it when you came in.
Fuck.
We'll just play this song while you finish signing it.
This sounds good.
Okra, lentils, nutmeg, split.
Okay. So anyway, we're doing a live Dynamic Banter, and that's going to be on Thursday,
Where's it gonna be?
July 20th. It is going to be at
In the middle of a
restaurant, right? Is it a restaurant?
really?
Shit, I don't have that information.
I don't either.
Damn it! See, this is what you need, Steve.
This
Okay.
is all pertinent.
Shit.
Okay.
I thought I had everything ready to go, and I
Because
fucked
if
up.
I go on, I'm getting ready to fuck your shit up.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like force you to bring a fan on.
Ugh.
That fan is gonna.
Shit.
I'm gonna get like 3 different fans. Each of them are gonna sit on our laps as we talk, and we can only talk through their voices. So we have to whisper in their
Oh man,
ears.
this is gonna be a lot. That's a lot.
So we have
Don't
to,
care.
instead of talking to the microphones, we have to talk through these
these
fans.
fans, these 3 fans, and they're sitting on our laps.
Okay.
Okay, so Rachel is
None of
getting
them-
back to me right now.
All right,
None of them
perfect.
can be prepubescent teen girls.
No, obviously. Obvious.
So it's gonna be a live version of the podcast. And here's the cool thing about it. It's also going to be on the Skybound live stream.
Ooh.
We'll get you guys some more information on that, which means that if you cannot attend Comic-Con, well, here's the cool thing. If you're in San Diego, or if you guys want to come to San Diego and come to Dynamic Banter live, you can actually come without a badge. You don't need a Comic-Con badge.
What?
Yeah, you could just come to this event, and I'll have all that information
oh.
for you guys.
you just got to have a cool face.
You got to have a cool face. And if you listen to this podcast, I'm sure you got a cool face.
How many people listen to this podcast? I'm curious.
2. 28. What are we, Mike? We're like number 4 on the headgum list?
We're something. We're not the top ones, though. I'll tell you that.
Certainly not by any stretch of the imagination. But...
Oh, I can't wait to fuck your shit up.
Oh, don't do it, Tony.
It's too late. You
You
invited
can fuck
me.
it up. It's fine. It'll be fun.
I'm looking for our ad calendar.
I know. I'm hitting it. Well, no, I got the ads up.
All right.
Yeah,
I was
don't worry
trying to
about
be
that.
helpful while you look for the other thing.
Okay, so it's going to be at the Harbor House restaurant.
What time?
The Harbor House restaurant, which is where Skybound is going to have their live stream.
Try the
event.
crab aioli.
Are you not doing that thing you did last time?
No,
that's
thank
right.
fuck. I'm not doing the thing I did
Last
time.
year, you were in a baseball stadium forgetting people's names. That was.
I
on
was
the
more
contract.
like in a hotel courtyard,
Okay.
forgetting people.
You
were
were
on the
You
baseball
were.
stadium?
It was great.
It was cool.
It was
You came
fantastic.
out.
I did came out.
You and your
Yeah.
co-friend, your co-star pal
You-
from the Spider-Man. Your co-friend.
Your co-friend.
Wait, can we say co-friend about people that are like what
That
would
you're working with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
When you hang out outside of work, you're co-friends.
I think
I
someone.
guess so. Yeah, co-friend.
Best
But
supporting
maybe
friend.
it's like an
Fuck, best supporting-
acquaintance. I'd say an acquaintance is a co-friend.
No, when you work with somebody,
No.
normally it's more
Well, it's a
than...
co-worker.
It depends on how close you get. See, for movies, you get really close with people because it's like you're stuck in
Okay,
whatever
okay,
bump
that's
down
true.
you're in.
And you have to kiss them a lot of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Was everyone just
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
each other on the set of Spider-Man: Homecoming? Excuse me, my dad is hammering a.
What is that?
My dad's hammering something in the other room. My dad. Dad, stop it!
Is he making another Zaragoza?
He's making one more Zaragoza for the just for kicks.
One more for the road.
One more for the road.
So, guys, if you want to see Dynamic Banter live, you can come to that event Thursday, July 20th. From
All 28 of
11
you,
a.m.
please come.
All 28 of you, please come on Thursday. That's next week, Thursday, July 20th, from
That's not
11
next week.
a.m.
Yeah,
It
I
is
think
next
so,
week.
man. Because today's the 12th.
Yeah, so that's like a week and a half.
Week and a half. You got a week and a half from today, but by the time this goes up Friday, you have
Oh, yeah.
less than that.
That's true.
If you
I
think
mean,
about
yeah,
it.
look, because the 19th,
Oh yeah.
20.
How are you guys getting to Comic-Con?
I think I'm going to take the train.
I'm
See,
gonna
that's what I
walk.
was thinking too.
You want to take the train with me?
I'll take the train with you.
We'll play some Mario Kart
I'm
on the
down.
Switch.
Ooh.
Let's take the train. We'll meet
Let's
up on the
take-
train.
You can do the train.
I'm just going to take the train.
Okay, I'll text you.
How are you
Okay.
guys getting to Comic-Con?
Probably going to take the train. How are you getting to Comic-Con?
I don't know yet.
You should take the train.
Helicopter.
Oh, actually, a friend of mine
No way.
runs the Blades, which is the helicopter for Uber.
Really?
Swear, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're making trips to like Comic-Con all day." I was like, "Oh cool, how much is it? $3,000." I was like, "Great."
Are you
I'll try
fucking
mine."
serious?
Yeah.
Well,
How long does it
costs,
take,
Listen,
though?
it costs $5,000 if you get a luxury one in Grand Theft Auto. So you're getting a deal.
You're
If you
getting
have
a
the
deal.
money, you're getting a
So
deal.
you're comparing it to-
$3,000 for 6 seats.
Oh, shit.
and
Oh,
champagne.
so- okay,
Is there
so-
champagne in the back?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to do a
I
little...
think there genuinely is.
I'm gonna
There
do
at
a little
least
bit
is
of
water.
math. You really
There's-
want to drink
without a doubt.
champagne on a fucking helicopter? That's
man.
how you
No,
barf.
but I
It's
mean,
in
I'm
the
just saying,
$5,000
they have
one.
trips from like say Studio City to Santa Monica, which you'll make it in 4 minutes, for like 150.
Oh,
Yeah, Blades.
interesting.
I know, right?
I need to go to an audition next week. I got to be there on time. It's the only way. Otherwise,
So
you're going to drive.
3,000 divided by 6.
That's what I'm going to do right now.
Do you get to jump
3,000
out?
Divided by 6.
No.
Okay, so
you have
$500
to
a
land?
person.
500
It's
bucks
not
a person.
bad.
That's like a flight.
It's like a flight.
It's like a flight.
But it's one way, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Or
in a
I
helicopter.
think it might be both ways. But you make it there in like 30 minutes.
That's pretty cool.
What if I throw in an extra $15 and they play the theme from Jurassic Park the whole time?
I mean,
will
you could
be
just
trying
do it.
The whole entire way there trying to imitate Jeff Goldblum's laugh.
Yeah.
What if we say we'll throw in this song, fellas, and a 1 and a 2 and a
Chips.
what if we sang potato chips?
I'm expecting this to be the theme song of this podcast.
It really should have been.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? It's going to be the theme song to my potato chip
It's
podcast.
making me want it. Dude, I've been eating pretty good recently. Again, went to the doctor recently. And
We're going to get to it.
And I've been eating pretty good. And then I had like barbecue food for my sister-in-law's birthday.
Yum.
And it was fucking... they handed
so
me a bag of Doritos. And I was like, I haven't eaten Doritos in a long time. And then I ate some Doritos. And then I didn't stop for a while. And it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was awesome.
You know what
Why
happens to
is
me
it
is
so
like I'll
bad?
go in a pool with friends and then they'll have like chips and pizza and I'll just like get one chip and I just can't stop.
Yeah.
It's the right after pool.
Yeah, man.
You gotta refeed.
Well, they say once you pop, you cannot end your
And
a
you
moment. You can't end the
quit
amount of
the-
times to eat them.
to pop.
The rest of them.
Yeah. And then it ends with pop. But that's
Yeah, that's
absolutely
true.
what they say.
Why is the most delicious food so bad for you? When are they gonna fix that shit?
I don't know. Why
Oh,
not
that's
make
that's
everything
mostly
taste like
because
shit?
they've like learned to put a bunch of sugar
Yeah,
and gluttonous things.
because sugar and
from,
salt makes things delicious.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But they're
Awesome.
also back in the day, things were delicious, but they weren't necessarily bad because everyone ate everything in moderation.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Now here it's like, oh, we can have potato chips every single meal, or hamburgers, or McDonald's.
yeah.
As opposed to back in the day, you're like, oh, you get like a steak every once in a while, and now you eat beans
Yeah.
and shit like that.
But like in the '60s, they ate like fucking meatloaf and mashed potatoes every night for years.
Yeah,
Corn,
but then
lot
again,
of
they weren't
corn.
driving they
that's
walked.
true, and they were working
They
hard.
were working, people who went to go work on the fields or
Factories.
I don't know,
Everyone
factories.
worked in a mill in the 60s. Everyone worked on an assembly line in some sort of a mill.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Have you worked on your meal plan? Bree and I went into this bakery on Melrose, and it was like this hoity-toity French bakery, and
Ooh.
we were looking to
Is
get
it
just
called
like a
hoity-toity?
humble brag. I wish it was called hoity-toity. But we went in and because we wanted to get like a little snack, and they had like very few items. There was very fancy, but it was like these like designer like little treats, like these like bars of like fried bread, and then like icing, and then like berries.
Everything you're doing with your hand is real small, which makes me sad.
Yeah, because
I
it's
know.
like that. Because it is. They're like these little small like tart, like the kinds of things you'd see at like a tea
Yeah.
party,
Fancy, like a fancy small thing.
fancy
Fancy
small.
small.
Yeah.
But
shit.
now taste.
Well, the taste was amazing, and the thing is like, but the one that we had like flower petals on it, like edible
nice.
flower petals and stuff. So it was like really fancy.
Ooh.
And I was like, this is the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. And everyone working there is like thin, super attractive, actual French person, like with the accent.
Oh,
and
but yeah,
everything.
they can like now restaurants have gone and the places have like they hire models
Yeah.
to be the thing, so they can say
No,
you
these
have to
guys were
stay.
making it, dude. Like there was a big window, and you could see this like muscly model French guy with a big beard, like making these
You were
like
just looking in a mirror,
treats.
buddy.
It was a mirage.
It was a mirage.
But Brie was like, "How the fuck do the French stay so thin if they make these delicious fucking treats?"
They walk around a lot. Have you ever been to Paris? Have you ever been to Paris?
No.
I've been to London.
London's nice.
That's the closest
Paris
I've been to Paris.
I mean, it's a 2-hour train ride. Next time, just do it.
When you're in London,
When you're in London,
that's not bad.
it's like
It's a 2-hour train ride from here.
From LA?
from LA.
Let's just go to Paris.
Tennessee.
Let's go to Paris later. Let's go to Paris, Tennessee. 2
Paris
hours.
are some of my favorite fruits.
Anyway, so yeah, I hope to see you guys at the Dynamic Banter Skybound event at Comic-Con on Thursday, July 20th from 11 a.m. to 12:30. And I think we're going to be doing like a meet and greet type thing too.
During the show.
Right, during the show.
Just come up to the microphone during the show.
Yeah, so and it will be and it will be streamed live in case you are nowhere near San Diego and you live somewhere else. Awful.
On Twitch, right?
I think it will be on Twitch, yeah. And also, you're doing a bunch of stuff there, but we'll talk about it after, right? Because we have things to talk about too.
Yeah.
But before we do that, Tony can do some more ASMR while we read some of these sponsor spots.
Oh, they're back. Starring Jason Mraz. Sponsor spot the movie.
Guys, Squarespace is a great great company where you can make your own website. Mike Falzone has done this.
I have. I'm doing it right now.
Well, this podcast is brought to you by Squarespace, and we want to thank Squarespace because they are the best web place to build your own website. And guess what? The summer is the perfect time to get a custom domain or create a website or both.
It sure is. There's nothing I want to do after being outside in the hot, hot sun and you're dripping sweat down the small of my back. I said, let's go inside and create a perfect website.
And you can turn on your AC and turn your cool idea into a hot new website. Make a splash with a brand new website for your business. And you can create a beautiful website to showcase your work, blog or publish content, sell products and services of all kinds, promote your physical or online business, or announce an upcoming event or special project, and more, guys. And Squarespace does this by giving you beautiful templates created by world-class designers, powerful e-commerce functionality, the ability to customize look and feel settings, products, and more with just a few clicks. Everything's optimized for mobile right out of the box. There's a built-in search engine optimization, free and secure hosting, nothing to patch or upgrade ever, and a 24/7 award-winning customer support. Guys, gotta use Squarespace, and here's some people that use Squarespace. Architects, art galleries, fine arts.
Only.
Graphic designers, furniture makers, museums, performing artists, writers, bloggers, photographers, agencies, creative consultants, wedding professionals, restaurants, bars, and pubs, interior designers, real estate brokers, gamers, consultants, healthcare, financial services, lawyers, jewelry designers, instruments and gear, record labels, venues, makeup artists, sports teams, nutritionists, athletes. So guys, check Squarespace out at squarespace.com, register a domain name, and start your free website or online store trial. And when you're ready, you can use the offer code BANTER to save 10% off. Ain't that a dang good deal, boy and girl? I think it is. So check it out. Squarespace.
I felt like I was going insane that whole time.
Mike,
Could you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
oh, very cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
Mike, have you ever tried MeUndies?
Me personally?
UUndies.
Absolutely have.
Oh, those super hot ads with the super hot
Yeah,
girls?
have you seen it? You've
I
seen the
have seen
MeUndies?
those. I've
Have you
seen
tried MeUndies?
No.
I can give you a pair if you want.
I'll try it.
I just got some in the mail.
We got to hook up.
In
I got-
I've got a pair right now.
Do you have them on?
Here's a pair. I don't. I need to wash them. These just came in the mail.
Those look like
They're
wrestling
pretty.
tights.
See, they already have a natural bulge in them. so
Isn't
they'll
it
seem
great?
Big.
Yeah.
Bree put on a pair of these and she was like, "Look at how big my dick is."
Yeah, but everyone knows how big her dick is.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's posted photos if you follow her on Instagram. Guys, MeUndies.
Is that Candle in the Wind?
Yeah, it's Elton John's acoustic version of
Undies,
Candle in the
undies in the wind.
Undies in the Wind.
Wind. Guys, let me tell you about MeUndies. I love them. They are actually the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn in my life. Not even joking. Mike, feel these goddamn underpants.
I'm feeling them right now. Have you had these on?
No, these are brand new right out of the mail. I just got them in the mail today.
And I can put them in my mouth and then...
You can put them in your mouth?
All right.
Tony, you want to feel these?
Put them in your mouth.
Slip them onto your arms like a sweatshirt. Would you slip your arms into that, Tony, and just put your arm through the leg?
I could do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and wear the underpants
I like how
like
you
a
check
jacket.
the size first. You're like, let me make sure this is my fit.
This is medium. Dude, this looks like a Tour de France jersey.
It just
right
totally
now.
does look like a Tour de France jersey.
Tube top. If I put it.
What a
little lower.
lovely look at this swimsuit.
You're king of the mountains.
I will say that these are the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn in my life. They hug my boys like they've never been hugged. And I'll tell you what, my parents would hug my
Don't finish that sentence.
hug me before I go to bed. So guys, MeUndies is actually the softest underwear you'll ever wear. And they're one of those products that you just have to experience for yourself. And I could tell you about them all day long. But you know what? Feeling is believing. You know what I mean? And guys, MeUndies are the softest, most comfortable underwear ever, period. And summer is the perfect time to upgrade your underwear drawer. Because everyone's thinking about looking good and feeling good, and MeUndies are the ultimate feel-good undies. Now, every pair of MeUndies is sustainably sourced and made from micromodal, a fabric that is 3 times softer than cotton.
These are reasonably raised undies.
Unders. And if you're used to buying boring underwear, MeUndies is going to change everything because these designs and patterns are going to blow your goddamn mind. And right now, limited edition patterns each month sell out always. This pair I'm holding is like a clown's pair of underwear, and it's got some hands doing peace signs. It's very wonderful. It's very nice. And guys, this month's patterns were designed by the legendary 80s clothing brand Cross Colors. You know about Cross Colors?
I know.
I know
nothing.
Cross Colors.
How
I
do
have
you know?
Buddies of mine who work at Cross Colors, and I saw that sign. That's how I was checking that, and I was like, "Whoa,
Oh,
that's the Cross
fun.
Colors sign."
That's fun.
I love Cross Colors jackets and stuff like that. They make great stuff.
Yeah.
I did this small little indie, or actually no, it was a huge movie called Dope.
I remember Dope, and that's on Netflix.
Yes, it is, and we all wore Cross Colors type clothing.
Oh,
because that was popular
cool.
back in
Did
the
they hook
80s.
you up with a bunch of cool stuff?
Yes.
Of course they did.
Of course they did, and it was great. It's super comfortable.
Yeah.
And they know about wearing, it's great for like LA clothing because it's all of it is very, very breathable fabrics. So you can wear them in the summer and it's great.
And then a Whole Foods and
Yeah.
Marie Callender's.
Well, these patterns were designed by the clothing brand Cross Colors with names that live up to their bold design and bright colors. This is called Increase D Piece. There's also another one called Ya Dig and another one called the OG. And so you got to see them for yourself. And right now, you'll save 20% off your first pair and receive free shipping only at MeUndies.com/banter. There's a reason MeUndies has sold over 5 million pairs to date. You'll feel it when you put them on. I guarantee it. And if you don't love your first pair of MeUndies, guess what? They're free.
Boom.
So get 20% off your first pair plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/banter. That's MeUndies.com/banter.
You know you need new underpants. You know you're listening to this and maybe you're in your car and you farted into your pants too many times
Or you're
for your
stewing.
drive. Yeah, exactly.
Also,
And
never buy white underwear.
never buy
Just
white
stay away
underwear.
from white underwear.
Don't buy white underwear.
It's about time you switched out everything in your underwear drawer, and it's about time you did it with MeUndies/banter. Or don't.
Tony and I are going to D23 this weekend because
Yes.
Tony's a sweet boy and he hooked me up with he got me a little hookup.
What's
I got you a little
D23?
hookup.
What does that
It's
mean?
Disney's Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Oh, cool,
It's
man.
based around
Everyone
Disney.
has a con now.
Yes.
When-
Anime Con.
It's everything. Everything has a con.
The coolest thing about D23 though is that there are panels
bad guess. That's a bad guess.
and the panels are really cool. Like there's stuff where like you can listen to Disney Imagineers talk about the old days and working
Yeah.
with Walt and stuff. And then they do like theme park panels where they announce new rides and like new attractions.
I know we
coming
need
to
to we
parks.
need to talk about our scheduling.
I know. We need to talk about it. We need to figure this out.
Yes, we
Let's
do.
hash it out right now.
Let's figure it out right now. Let's say what hotels we're thinking about
Yeah.
booking, and then
Well, I mean, no, I was gonna pimp out my favorite restaurant in Anaheim, and then I realized I don't want people going there.
yeah,
I
it's
don't
for
want
you.
it. Yeah, that's for me.
Yeah, that PF Chang's is yours and no one else's.
Exactly. Exactly.
Pimp out your cell phone number.
Just give a shout out to your cell phone.
818-867-5309.
Oh, Jenny. But anyway, yeah, I'm very excited about D23.
I can't wait for someone to actually call that number, and the guy's like, "Fucking stop calling
Do you think
me."
there is
It
a
has to be somebody's number.
I definitely like Instagrammed it a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
It was a picture of me and this sign that said "Call me."
Yeah.
And I put my number in the like description.
Yeah.
818-867-5309.
Uh-huh.
And I'm more than certain that someone got called.
Okay, well, this is it. I'm typing.
Call it. You gotta call it.
818-867-5309. Here we go.
867-5309.
Did you press 9 or did you press 9?
It says
maybe-
call ended. Is it someone that's just like fucking asshole?
Somebody picked up while you were singing. You piece of shit. I'm trying to sleep next to my wife of 30 years.
Mike, basically D23 is like, imagine if they had, well, I'm sure they have like a wrestling convention, right?
D23 is the group with Eminem and Obi Trice was in it.
No.
Real name, no gimmicks.
Obi Trice, no, damn it.
Sorry,
Fucking Mike.
sorry, man. Listen, we're on it. I got the stevia in me.
Listen, when you're on a podcast with one comedian, you're going to get a couple of zingers.
At least a couple, and they're gonna come at you at a medium pace.
Yeah. Mike, is there a wrestling convention?
WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, like a convention where like they don't do matches, but there's like panels.
WrestleMania
and,
is like a week long, and it's like it's like Comic-Con.
Are there
for wrestling
panels and
all
stuff?
week? Yeah. There's
Oh,
every
okay,
day.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like WrestleMania, but for
Great.
Disney only.
You could have said it's like any of the other. I'm familiar with the other.
No.
cons.
You could have said Comic-Con and he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
but I want him to get
VidCon.
excited. I want him to know how exciting it is to go.
He'll never be excited.
Okay.
Are you a comic book?
I've never been excited.
Okay. Have you never been excited?
I've never been excited.
Your
in my
first
life.
kiss.
I was more nervous than anything else.
Your
It was
first
in a
blowjob.
playground. I was definitely more nervous because I didn't know that girls knew that guys came. So I was like, no, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah. And I
What
didn't.
were you, like 9?
I didn't let her finish.
Well, you.
No, we were in middle school, so like they definitely fucking knew.
They definitely knew, but you thought girls didn't know guys come.
When is the first time you have a conversation with a real girl? Like, hey, listen, I know we're both
That's just
14,
common
but you know
knowledge.
that
Yeah.
we come, right?
That's just common knowledge.
Like I never had that
Is
face
it
to
like
face
you have to
No,
just...
It's more of a thing. Is like you talk about it when you're 9, being like, "I'll come all over you," ha ha ha, and then like
I
when you're
never
14,
said that when I was
You never just
9.
went into a room and said, I'll come all over you as a 9-year-old?
No, I was like,
like, kids are
firing
disgusting.
water balloons and doing innocent shit.
No,
I didn't have
kids are
cum
so
jokes until
dirty
I was
nowadays.
19. You wear all your different color snap bracelets and you have your random sex. You're 8 years old. I
He
can't
was,
keep,
yeah.
Just
Dude,
because I
see?
lost it at 14 doesn't mean you can judge me.
Listen,
Yeah.
Snapchat ruined everything.
It certainly did.
What about you, Steve? I'm
My first
curious.
blowjob?
Your first blowjob.
My first blowjob was really awkward and like not great.
Really?
But then like halfway through,
God damn it,
someone's
Steve's
trying to
dad.
hammer right through the wall.
What is
It's just
that?
the people above us are remodeling and moving out, so they're like,
They're making it look nice to move out?
yeah, you know how people do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
My mom does that.
Yeah, you gotta make it look
Your
nice,
mom's upstairs.
especially
My
because
mom's
they own
upstairs.
it. They own it, so they're trying to make it look nice to sell it. You know.
Oh, okay. They're taking the pool out.
They are taking the pool out, which is a bummer because we would get a little leakage down here, and it was nice during the summer. But
blowjob.
for first blowjob, yeah. So halfway through, so we were at a party,
Nice.
and halfway through, one of my friends snuck in with a video camera.
No.
Yes, I swear to God.
Wait, like video camera?
Yes.
That's
no, more
amazing.
like video camera.
Okay,
Oh,
like
okay,
palm
okay,
pot-
yeah.
palm-
Yeah, one of those
palm
like
quarter.
one of those palm
Was it
quarters.
digital or did it have a tape
It was a
in
mini DV tape. It could have been a high 8 tape.
Okay, continue.
And so I didn't notice right away that he was doing that. And I think he was just being an asshole, obviously.
What a
Do you
traumatizing
still
experience.
talk to this person?
A little bit. We're
Okay.
like loose acquaintances.
Does he
We're
let you borrow?
co-friends.
Does he let you borrow the tape?
The thing is
He taped over.
once I realized he was filming me,
Yeah.
I was doing the like, get out,
Get out, Jeffrey!
get the fuck out,
Jeffrey!
dude. Get out!
But
This
you were-
may never happen.
Yeah, you gotta stop. I don't know what's happening right now. This isn't really working, but you gotta go.
I need to tell her to stop soon.
She's not good at it, but you gotta get out.
See, I have a similar story, but not to me. Happened to my brother.
You were filming your brother.
You were blowing your brother, and someone came in and filmed it.
Jeffrey, get out.
You know
Get out!
how-
I love my brother.
Well, you know how much I love my
I
brother.
do know how much you love your brother. I love Mario. He's a good boy.
He sends his regards.
Aw, give him a big old hug for me, will you?
I will.
Mike, you
Give
don't-
him a big old blowjob.
We were okay. So my brother and I had a really, really, really shitty band as kids.
Oh shit!
Super
Nice.
shitty.
What was it called?
No,
Okay, you're not even gonna tell
How
us.
ska was it?
it was 10-year-olds trying to be the Beatles.
Oh, nice.
Whoa!
Could've
but like
You won't tell me the name?
no,
Okay. Will you tell me after?
yes,
Okay.
Dude, you could have been trying to be good Charlotte. You know?
no. We tried to be good, but it ended up being like we ended up being like shittier versions of like Daughtry.
What if he's talking about the Dropkick Murphys and like he just doesn't want to tell us he was in the Dropkick Murphys?
Yeah.
I was in the
It was
Mickey
this
Mouse.
little band.
You were a little Irish man at the time.
So what happened was, we were driving from like way down like Redwood, down like by San Diego.
Yeah, sure.
We played a gig there. My dad had a huge, like we rented, or he borrowed like a huge van, so we can store the equipment, drums, guitars, piano, bass guitar, all that stuff.
So your dad was supportive of this band.
Super supportive.
He was gonna be like Joe Jackson.
Oh yeah.
That's
Shoeless,
cool.
100%.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
But he couldn't beat Alchemy out of us.
Sure.
Gold records like Alchemy. So my brother invited this girl because we were like, he got this van so we can invite people.
Hot?
It was my.
I mean, I don't know.
You just think it's hot.
I assumed it was hot.
Oh,
Inviting
I thought you meant
girls?
if
The
she was
situation
hot.
is hot. Not that she might have been hot. You're like, oh, that's a hot situation.
I just thought I would talk about the room being hot.
It was a car, but yes.
Okay,
the
perfect.
car was hot.
Great.
The car was hot. He'll hate me for saying this story, but fuck you, Mario.
One day we'll have Mario on and he'll tell a story about you.
Oh God, he knows all of them.
Uh-oh. Maybe we
so-
won't have him on then.
No, you can definitely have him on.
Okay.
I'll just be here with you. So my brother and the girl sat way far in the last row. My, at that time, maybe 12-year-old cousin sat in the row above, and I sat passenger with my dad. And, my brother's, like, making out with this girl in the back. My dad's having a conversation with
Your
me.
dad driving?
With my dad driving.
I've done that. You
Making
never
out.
done that?
You put
Make it
your
out.
tongue in a girl with your dad there?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, but like
I've definitely
yeah.
done
Oh
that.
yeah, definitely.
All right.
It's weird, but I've done
so
it.
Weird. Yeah, 100%. But like and my brother's so far in the back, my dad can't really have a conversation with him, so he's mainly having a conversation with me, my cousin, and myself, and we're all there, three talking and whatever, and then my cousin just like starts like giddily like going like this, and because the girl's head is completely gone, and my brother's just sitting like this, like that.
Like
And
trying to keep it
Trying
cool.
to keep it cool, and she's obviously blowing him. And my cousin's like,
Did you
peeking
figure this
over.
out?
Yes, 100. But my brother didn't play it subtly. He was like, we kept looking and just laughing, and my dad thought we were just like having conversations between each other. But he was like, whatever, kid.
shit.
Secret crotch conversations.
But my brother. Kept
What did
doing
you
this.
think, Kathy? Well, I don't know.
Oh no, his penis was
Well,
so
relativity's
small, he could still find no way. Both balls in there and be like, oh yeah, I think it was great, thermodynamic stuff. But no, my brother, similar to what you did, he was like, look away, stop, don't look. And then he was pointing at them, like, nice, I'm getting a blowjob. And then at one point we just see them both disappear.
Oh shit! So they were both blowing him.
And apparently he's like, I stuck the tip in. I stuck the tip.
Really? He like
He went for it with
no.
3 other people
Oh my
in the
God.
car.
With your dad
Just
My
the
there.
dad
tip?
in the car.
hold on, just a tip
Just
with
a-
Dad.
Dad in the car.
Just the tip starring dad.
Start featuring Dad.
Featuring Dad. and relatives.
Wow.
That's insane.
Ballsy move. Right?
How horny do you have to be to try to
Yeah.
fuck someone
Very
in front of your
fucking horny.
dad?
How old was he? Was he brother?
15.
Did somebody teach him how to jerk off before this? Teach him how to
Yes.
rub up against a tree? Do
Oh,
some
no.
shit.
But we're
Was there
we're
a bathroom
Hispanic.
in the car? He could.
Our balls fill within seconds of ejaculation.
Okay.
Oh, there
sure,
it is. Yeah.
sure,
Oh, well,
sure,
right.
sure.
The Hispanic thing.
The Hispanic
yeah, yeah.
thing. Yeah. It's like we're gonna have to be constantly jerking off.
We need a camel pack.
We need a
The balls are a camel pack. Mike, do you want to talk about your doctor visit or not?
Oh, I'd love to talk about my doctor visit.
Did you get poked by a needle and did it hurt?
Well, I brought my records. Yeah, I did get poked by a needle, but back in the day when I got real sick, I used to be when I was on blood thinners, they
Yeah.
would take my vials and vials of blood twice a week for months.
Damn.
So I kind of don't feel it anymore.
Okay.
You know? But I don't know anything around it because when I got sick, when I used to do these doctor things, I was in Connecticut. You know, I was in a completely different part of the country. So here, everything is fucking different. I go into my doctor's office and there's no familiarity with anyone. And then that lasts 2 seconds because LA doctors are like, "Are you sick right now?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so."
Then I'm not
that's
here,
yeah. Okay, so what do you want? Like a checkup? Yeah, can you hit my knee with a hammer? Do whatever you do.
make
You're
sure
like,
I'm okay.
yeah, and
Yeah.
she gave me
Do your job.
yeah. And she goes, "Okay, take this," and it's a blood and urine analysis thing.
Yeah.
And
So you had to
go
go pee-pee.
across town and go to a lab and get all your shit done. But she didn't she didn't even tell me to stand up. She didn't even check my back for scoliosis. So I go to this lab and again, everything's different and cold and everyone's sick and coughing on everything. And I go into this room and it's younger, lab technicians aren't doctors. So
They're all,
pretty chill.
young.
Yeah, and they're all laughing with each other. And then this dude pops up, one of the techs, he has a lab coat on, and he's talking to his girl, and he's like, yeah, man, don't ever come into my apartment with a black light. You'll go blind. All right, next, Mr. Falzone, Michael.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you just talk about jism while customers were in.
And then he said something else, and then the next thing he said was yeah, don't even check the bottom of the fridge. So I'm like, hey,
What
man,
could be going on down there?
what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing in your kitchen?
Is he jizzing on the kitchen floor
On
and
the
then
bottom of
and
the
then
fridge?
Swiffering it under the fridge?
See, no, I feel like maybe he's dropping food and just kicks it under his fridge.
Oh, there
And
it
he
is.
searches for it with a black light? What the fuck is the black light thing? If
So he wasn't talking
jizz-
about sperm.
First of all,
Sperm.
we've talked about jizz more on this podcast today than ever before.
Oh, sure.
I think we could all agree.
I'm sorry.
Wait, no, that's fine. We could talk about jizz some more.
No, I think we're about done.
Wait, so they weren't talking about jizz.
I don't... If it's
They
on
were
the
talking
bottom
about
of the
jizz.
refrigerator, what the fuck could you be talking
How
about?
is he lifting the refrigerator? It's like, I'm going to jizz right here.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know how you get a
It's
midnight
the
snack?
only way he can get off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under the fridge.
Yeah, I dropped a whole Twinkie under there. Real
Little
weird.
Chex Mix down
I'm
there.
gonna head into the kitchen for a midnight whack.
Well, I think it's time for a history road really quick, and then we can wrap this baby up and put a bow on it.
Okay.
But I'm glad you're okay, Mike, and I'm glad you didn't get hurt at
Well,
the
so
doctor's.
far, if anything's wrong with my blood stuff, they're gonna call me.
Well, I hope you let us know on the
If
podcast.
they call me, I'm gonna record the conversation.
Yeah, once
We'll
you
play it
get
on
your
the pod.
results, we'll read them live on the podcast.
Yeah.
And then we'll have Tony back so Tony can be a part of that too.
Please.
All right, well, are you ready for some History Road?
Please.
Here we go. A little lower.
Oh my God!
History. History.
Guys, Tony
Oh, it's
put
the
down
last
all the teeth on the Godzilla crocodile dentist that Julia Fang got for me, and it was wonderful.
Got a feel for the teeth that aren't.
This history road comes from Tanner, and Tanner says, we've all had an awkward experience or two in our lifetimes, but it seems for me I have them every day of my life. Here's one of those experiences.
Humble brag.
My name is Tanner. Remember it because it'll be important in a bit. I live in a small town in Canada. It doesn't have much other than a grocery store, a Subway, and a 7-Eleven, but something it does have is a Pizza Hut. Oh,
Okay.
wonderful.
What a great story.
Thanks for that history road, Tanner, and I really appreciate it.
Is that the end of the story?
No.
Dude, I would be happy for a year and a half if that was the whole story.
Me too,
If
man.
somebody sent that
Me
and was
too.
like, the end.
Because not only is it good because it's short as fuck, which I always appreciate,
Yeah.
but that's funny.
What a hilarious thing to be really excited about. But we also have had, for about 15 years, a Pizza Hut. Thanks,
The
guys.
end. One evening, I was craving one of those big old saucy discs of meat and cheese.
Love it.
So I ordered one through the Pizza Hut app I have on my phone, as well as getting a discount with my Pizza Hut account. Humble brag.
Hold on, wait a minute. I got to go at him for a second. One of the 4 things in your town is a Pizza Hut, and you're using the app to order it.
You're saying go out to the
How far
Pizza
are you
Hut?
from this Pizza Hut?
What if it's like 70 miles away?
It's 70 is the only thing. There's like that, and then another 70 miles is like a hospital.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, the Pizza Hut's closer than the hospital. I played PS4 with my friend for a little bit, and about 10 minutes later, I headed out to pick it up. Oh, there we go. So you ordered
Oh,
it.
good.
There you go.
Oh,
well, maybe if
convenient.
you let me finish.
I
Mike.
take it all
Jesus, Mike.
back. Yeah.
Apologize to Tanner.
Embarrassing.
I'm not going to do it yet, but I will at the end.
Okay.
Oh,
probably
here
not
we
gonna
go. I
remember how
don't
to-
like. He says I don't like getting it delivered because I find it awkward getting someone to bring you food.
That's God's gift to Earth.
Yeah, it
you-
really
you
is.
gotta
This
get
is the
over that,
future we
Tanner.
live in.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd avoid an awkward situation by picking it up. I was wrong. All was
Turns out he was already at my house.
And that's the end of the story. I was wrong. All was fine when I got there. I walked into the establishment and was greeted by a friendly young woman who was on the phone. She covered the phone and called out, "Tanner!" into the back room.
his name.
That is his name. Oh, my pizza is on its way, I thought, ignoring the fact that she knew my name without me telling her. Soon after, she shouted for my pizza. A man in his early mid-20s came around the corner holding a pizza.
Early mid-20s is exactly 23 years old.
I glanced at his name tag. It read, Tanner. I became filled with anticipation. I have to bring it up, I thought to myself. Tanner isn't that common of a name, so it's only right for me to say something. As I punched in my PIN number for the debit machine, my mind raced on what I could say to this fellow Tanner. Transaction complete. I looked up from the debit machine and said thank you.
I know what he could have said to the other Tanner.
Well, hang on.
Hey, which one of us do you think is whiter?
And in comes a man named Whiter. But before I turned to leave the store, I outstretched my arm to point at his name tag and exclaimed, "Ha ha! Nice name!" sounding somewhat sarcastic. Haha, okay, have a good day, he responded awkwardly. I left the store with my freshly made za. I sat down in my PT Cruiser with the pizza next to me.
Dude, I love this kid's life.
Me too. Oh God, I thought I didn't tell him that my name's Tanner too. It just sounded like I made fun of his name and left the store. I debated going in and rectifying the situation, but that would have made things weirder. I haven't been back since.
I've been eating at the 7-Eleven.
Subway and 7-Eleven.
Sushi from 7-Eleven. He says, "The end. Thanks for reading one of my painful encounters. One of many painful encounters I've had in my life. You guys are some of the funniest people I know and have helped shape my sense of humor over the years. P.S. Shout out to my fellow Dynamic Banter listeners, Caleb and Rudy."
Oh, that's nice.
Aw.
Cool.
When do we have Dynamic BanterCon?
BanterCon.
BanterCon.
Like when we're dead.
It'll be
probably.
better than the Tumblr one was.
Tanner, you get a 2-horn honk for that. History Road, thank you so much. All right, well, we're done.
Sorry,
We did it.
That was great. Thank you for joining us.
Tony,
of
thanks for
course.
coming and being a part of this weird shit.
It was
Of
lovely.
course.
You really came for us to talk about D23 and play a little Mario Kart
yeah.
and like hang out, but I'm glad you
Talk about your fast movie.
talk about your movie where you play a fast boy.
Yes, where I play a guy who runs fast.
Are you
Yeah.
done with your press stuff for Spider-Man?
No.
No? Are you excited about that?
Does this count?
Yes. No, I don't know. They like there's a couple of bits more, and then we'll see what happens. when the announcement for the second one comes out, if I'm in it or
Yeah.
not, or blah blah blah. It's all.
Oh,
Everything's
can't have
up
a
in the
movie
air.
without the Flash.
Oh my god.
This bit's been going for 59 minutes.
Well, that's almost the end of the podcast. If you don't want to acknowledge it until the end.
Well, Tony, is there anything you'd like to plug other than Spider-Man: Homecoming in theaters now?
No.
Okay, great. Mike, you want to plug something?
Oh, I have a bunch of shows that I should have pulled up.
Well, we've got the Friends.
Well, you can follow Mike
Oh, yeah,
Malzone
man.
at
MikeMalzone.org.
Yeah.
Corazon.org.
And Answer.com. Follow him there, and he'll give you all your answers.
Corazon.org.
Oh, nice. Perfect. July 14th, I'll be at the Sycamore Tavern. Don't know what time. Probably 7 o'clock or 7:30. Come on now, man. That's in West Hollywood. The 15th is time for the Friends and Friends show. Mike Falzone presents Friends and Friends at the Open Space on Fairfax. Steve Zaragoza will be there.
That's right.
Elliot Morgan will be there. And Steve Zaragoza will be there.
Dude, I'm going to be doing bits. I'm going to be doing a whole set written by Brett Register.
Great. You're going to be a cover comic.
Yeah. Brett wrote all my jokes for this event.
That's
So,
what your shirts should say.
Brett wrote all my jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. It's fun stuff.
From the 20th through the 23rd, me and my good friend Steve Zaragoza will be at the San Diego Comic-Con. Come and see us there. Details shortly to follow. And on Monday, the 24th, I'll be at the world famous Hollywood Improv for Definitely Not Star Search. That is Andrew Delman showing the Improv Lab. And the 25th, I'm in the Belly Room in the world famous Comedy Store.
Billy's room.
I'm in Billy's room at the Comedy Store. Just knock on the door, ask for Billy, unless there's a sock on the door and he's touching it. And that'll be at like 7:15. I think the door's open.
Cool, man. Well, I'm very excited, Mike.
Buy tickets for the Comedy Store show beforehand. The link will be on my Instagram because they're like way more expensive at the door, so buy that shit beforehand.
There you go. So be a little forward-minded and buy those tickets in advance, and also come out to that open space and watch Mike and friends and I do comedy if you would.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see it.
Me too. I'm excited about the hammering that's been happening all day.
I don't ever want to come back. And it has nothing to do with you or
I know.
you or
I
this
get it.
apartment. It's because of that.
It's
Hammering
scary.
in that one spot for an hour and 45 minutes.
I know, it's wonderful.
Fuck, this nail won't go in.
If it's
the
not
same
fixed,
nail.
if it's not fixed, it's never gonna be
What if
fixed.
it just comes straight through? What if a hand just started hammering through a hole there,
Yeah.
and then just didn't stop, and then just started hammering the air down, like with not hitting a thing,
Right.
and it's just doing
I
that for.
want it to be Tim Robbins coming through it, being like, I've been in that prison for 20 fucking years.
He tunneled all the way from Shawshank above my
your-
apartment and into it.
Jesus.
I'd be like, well, come on in, Andy Dufresne. All right, well, guys, thanks for listening to Dynamic Banter, and thank you so much, Tony Revolori, for being on the podcast.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you so
Your
much.
dear friend.
But of course.
And thank you for being here and being a part of this podcast.
Well,
I
it's
appreciate
fun.
you in my life.
This is the first time we hung out, so we recorded our first conversation.
I know.
This
right?
is your
Our
meet
first
cute.
conversations.
Yeah.
This is our meet cute.
Yeah.
like it.
I'm in love.
I like it.
All right, well, why don't you guys just get a fucking room, huh?
It's moving too fast, but I like it.
It's okay. I mean, you feel like we're kissing. Oh, and don't
I
forget,
can't
Can
anymore.
you really not?
the last thing is we have a P.O. box. I know I said it already, but if you want to send us some stuff, that's Steve Zaragoza 4335.
Send us Skittles.
Send us all the Skittles. 4335 Van Nuys Boulevard, number 156, Sherman Oaks, California, 91403. Tony wants Skittles, and
We
you know
will
that boy
throw
better
out
get 'em.
everything that's not Skittles.
But we'll also read your letters and stuff if you want to send us letters and stuff.
His or her story.
Yeah. History Road.
That's what
His
I
or
said.
her story? I like
that's
that.
what it was.
I like his or her story. That's really funny.
Remember, before the next Dynamic Banner show, go into your grandparents' house and take all their money and send it to our P.O. box.
Send us-
And what's the address?
That's 43 35 Van Nuys Boulevard, number 156, Sherman Oaks, California, 91403. Send us all those quarters your grandma has in that dish in the kitchen. You know which one I'm talking about.
Steal your youngest cousin's bike and send it to, what was that address again?
That's
Steve?
4335 Van Nuys Boulevard.
That was a HeadGum podcast.